Alright ninjas, we're going to work from spiderweb control again today. I'm going to work a different choke than I've shown in the past. This is something I've been working on for a couple weeks and I'm super pumped about, and I want to get it out right away because I think it's really awesome. Okay, so here we go guys, just a quick review. Spiderweb control. So I got Chris in turtle position, I got my tail out here, okay? Maybe we're here, I take the hand. So this is spiderweb control, just a quick review of that. So when I'm here, look, once I get my harness on his body, I can hit my roll. We've done this in the past. Boom here. I can come up. I can turn it into that ninja bow and arrow choke over here where I lever off the head, hit it. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to start from mount position. So I got Chris on his back. And we're going to set up spiderweb control from mount. Okay? So to get to this position here, again, I got to have my tails accessible. I'm going to take my knee, Chris is T-Rex in his arms, I'm going to take my knee and I'm going to drive just a little bit and try to nudge that elbow. I nudge it across just a little bit here. Then I take my tail and I'm going to drive it around the neck, but through the armpit here. So across his body right here, and then I'm going to drive, boom, the lapel into the armpit. That's going to close off the space. So as I push in, I squeeze my arm to stop that elbow from going through there. But I'm not staying in this spot very long. I'm going to turn just like an arm bar. I'm going to lever off the head, pull the lapel as I drive the knee against the head and pull the other side. I can also take the knee back through, push off the head here as I pull. Boom, just like that. So again, from mount. Boom, I get my mount position. He's T-Rexing. I'm going to slide my knee up and start pushing that elbow across in that shoulder. I'm going to grab my lapel, bring it down around the neck, and I'm going to drive into the armpit, closing that space off right here. He tries to pull the elbow through, it's not going through. I'm going to turn that corner, lever off the head, push and pull. Boom. Alright ninjas, from side control now. So here we go. I got side control. I'm going to take my left arm around, I'm going to grab onto the belt here, and I'm going to go to a sit-up position here. Once I get to this position, so foot is pushing off the floor so I don't get rolled, I'm going to drive my hip back into his arm and into his head. I want to basically put my hip on his head. I want to make it uncomfortable. I want him to take his arm and slide it through because he's uncomfortable. When he slides that through, I'm going to take my tail that's closest to his head. I'm going to drive it into his armpit as my knee comes up and I pass it to my left hand, which is behind his head. So there's my pass off. My hand comes out and I grab, keeping everything nice and tight here, closing that space off. I'm going to open it up and play a little peekaboo. Knee goes in just for a second. I drop back, I pull, I lever off the head, push and pull. Boom, there we go. Again, so I'm inside control. I'm going to go to a sit-out here. And then I'm going to start driving my hip into his arm and into his head. I'm going to he's going to think I'm going over here to north-south perhaps, right? So, but I'm going to create a lot of pressure into his face to make it really uncomfortable until he passes that arm through. When that arm passes through, I'm going to grab my tail with my right hand. His arm comes through. I'm going to come around and I'm going to pass from right to left. And I'm going to pull this nice and tight. My hand comes out. I keep everything tight here. My knee comes up. I open it up just for a sec. Pop the knee through. Peekaboo. Drop back. Push and pull. Boom. Again, one more time. Side control. Boom. I'm going to go to sit out. Blocking the hip. Foot on the floor. I drive my hip into the head. He passes the arm through. I'm going to get that tail. Bring it up. Pass it from one hand to the next. Grab the here. Nice and tight. Close that space off. Knee drops in. And that's my left.